Hey, how's it going? My name is Johannes. I am a Chinese Filipino and I've been living in Shanghai since 2009 and welcome back to my channel. So for the past few months, we have been looking for an apartment. So I do have a series of the house hunting. If you're kind of keen to see how the houses or the apartments in Shanghai look like, just a quick introduction. I have me and my partner. We have two cats and one dog, and we just found this new apartment. And it's been a month now, and I can't wait to show you how it looks like right now. Before we begin the actual tour, I'd like to give you a bit of introduction about the apartment. So there are 3+1 bedrooms. The plus one means that there's an additional small room for storage or for pantry that is behind the kitchen. And then we have like two bathrooms and three balconies, one big one in front of me, and there are two tiny ones. And the key feature would be there's floor heating, central AC, there's a dishwasher, dryer, and a washing machine. And all right, so let's begin with the tour here at the entryway. So the only thing that was here was this mirror that was already pre-installed by the landlord. And the only thing that we purchased was this shoe rack. And while making this video, I found out that it's actually only in Asia, especially in China, that usually will have a shoe rack by the entryway because it's quite common practice for us to take off our shoes when we go into an apartment, whether for us or for the guest. And this one can fit about 15 pairs of shoes. It's quite slim, very slim, so it's very convenient, and it doesn't take up a lot of space in the hallway. So this one can only fit like 15 pairs of shoes, so we have one more outside, and it's quite safe because our neighbors are also doing it, so they have shoe rack outside. One nice thing about our landlord is that when we moved in, we lost the key right away, and because we're just not used to carrying keys around. In the previous apartment, we also had an electronic lock, and so we asked him to install it for us, and we actually offered to pay half of it, but they just did it for free. So that was really nice of them. And in the apartment, you will see later on that I do have several artwork that is being hung on the wall, and we actually hired someone to professionally hang our artwork. And this one is from Scotland, and then this one is a nice thoughtful present from our friend. Just before they left for Malaysia, they had a collage of photos from all the travels, and yeah, just really nice and sweet of them. Upon entering, we get to see the entire living area right away. So we have the lounge, the balcony, the office, and also the dining area. And this one is a unique space because we have seen 31 listings when we were doing the house hunting, and usually for high rises, it's usually a rectangular shape that makes the space a lot narrower, and this one is a square and a big square. That's why we love the space so much. And we also placed this mirror here. This mirror is something that I had for maybe 8 or 10 years, and it just helps to further expand the space. And this one is an old photo of mine as well that I've taken in Lisbon, and using my first ever iPhone, which was the iPhone 8 Plus. This is my favorite spot of the entire living area. So the lounge is from the landlord. So we had one before, but this one is a lot nicer, more sturdy and more comfortable. And in the evening, we get to just chill here with me and Johnny, with Shishi, and also two cats all together just chilling in this big lounge. We also bought this TV media console, and the color is similar to the one that I have here, which is my personal painting that I did during the Shanghai lockdown. And I like warm tones, so there's a bit of brown and red and amber and green, and this kind of set the entire color palette for the entire apartment, and just to, make it more cohesive. And everything that we have is actually from Taobao, and except for this chest, which is a gift from my friend who left China. And this one is antique. There's storage space, and also it's 100 years old. So yeah. So this is my office. One of the things that we wanted when we were looking for an apartment is for me to have a designated space where I can work. And instead of having a room, I get to have an open space layout. And that's why I'm really happy, and I just love working here. And this vignette was created by accident, actually, because we had an extra armchair that used to be in our bedroom. And right now our bedroom is much smaller, and so we just put it here and thought, it kind of worked. And I bought this from Taobao as well, and it's a rubber tree plant, and I just like that it's slender, it's tall, and they were able to like manipulate the shape of the plant. And because I wanted something that is lush but not too bushy, and this was just perfect for the space so that it doesn't cover the artwork here. So we have a little gallery of photos, and this is kind of the UK area because this is London, and these two were taken from Scotland. And this one is actually a present from my friend who was also my mentor in everything I know about photography. A long time ago, before us and before the previous tenant, this used to be an office space. Like there's a glass wall, and because of that, there is a gaping hole underneath, and it was just kind of annoying and just kind of, it just looks weird, and that's why we thought of putting a rug to just cover it up. So now it's nice and warm and cozy. This is our spacious dining area, and here behind me are integrated cabinets, so it's great for storage. And this also where the washing machine and the dryer is located, so it's well hidden, so that's really awesome. Just kind of weird that the fridge is right here and not in the kitchen, so I have to like go back and forth all the time, but small things. So this table is from the landlord, so we decided to keep it because we don't have a big dining table. And all the chairs are presents. So our friend used to have a restaurant, and they just had a lot of spare chairs, so they gave it to us. And it just matches with the entire look of the apartment. And one thing I'd like to share is that one night, someone knocked on my door, and it's my neighbor. And he gave me, out of the blue, a bouquet of flower, and this was his present. And it was just nice and so unexpected because we don't really see each other, and he just knew that a new neighbor came in, and he just gave it to us, so it's quite nice. We are just so lucky to have this kind of kitchen. It's just so spacious. There's so much cabinets and shelves, and it's amazing because in the previous apartment we had like pots on top of the stove because we just don't have space. And one thing that I love about the kitchen is that there's this window and there's like an amazing view of the park. It's just so lush and zen. And in addition, I had some plants that are happy not to have direct sunlight, and this one was a new addition because our friend came over for our housewarming party like 3 days ago, so she gave us this little nice gift, so love it. Of course, we have this dishwasher, which is one of the requirements when we were looking for an apartment because we hose, or when I cook, it's just easier to have a dishwasher. And I feel like in Shanghai for the past few years, I think it's better. It's more common to have a dishwasher, One thing that we did for this apartment is to also install a water filter, and I just don't like those water dispenser. It's just so chunky and it doesn't look nice. And so this one, it's a lot better. And we also have an oven that means nothing to me because I don't bake, but our friend came here a few days ago for the housewarming, and she baked us a nice chocolate chip cookie. So that's really awesome. This is the hallway that leads to the guest bedroom, which we don't really use right now, but mainly for storage. So we have a lot of storage here and also for laundry. And there is actually a small balcony outside, which we don't really use whatsoever. But it's great if we will have guests in the future. And this is the main bathroom, which looks like the one that we had in the previous apartment. And Johnny prefers to use this one as it's a lot bigger compared to the one in the bedroom. And what I do like about it is that it's a mirror, but also act as a cabinet where we can store our whatever supplies. And this is our bedroom, and it's a little bit tiny, but because of the window and also the terrace on the other side, it doesn't feel claustrophobic. And what else? The room came with a bed, so this is not ours. They used to have the bedside table, but I didn't like it, and it so happened that I do have a stool, and we just repurposed it into becoming the bedside table, and I think it's a lot nicer. And this painting is also something that I've done like a long time ago when I first started to paint, and this is a sibling of the one that I have in the office area. And we also have in front of me just more storage, and that's why we love this apartment so much. So I think I pretty much covered everything about the apartment, and I hope that you enjoyed the tour, and I'll see you next time.